Hello to all my beautiful viewers out there. Today I'm going to be going over the Air Jordan DIOR collaboration. Yes guys, so it's been rumored for a while. We were apparently going to get a DIOR Air Jordan collaboration on the Air Jordan 1, and apparently there was only going to be 1,000 pairs of them made. They were going to retail for 2,000, I was about to say 2,000 American dollars. We hadn't any details of what they were going to look like, apart from the fact that it was obviously going to be on the Air Jordan 1 silhouette. Again though, Air Jordan 1 silhouette, that could be on the highs, the lows, the mids. We weren't actually sure on which one it was going to be. I had pretty safe bets that it was going to be on the highs. And there were a couple mock-ups done, some assumptions on what we thought we were going to get. A lot of people were assuming that we were going to get the DIOR monogram print that we've had on the DIOR B23s. They're essentially like the DIOR version of the Converse Chuck 70s, the Chuck 70 high tops. That's essentially like the DIOR version of that. And on the B23s, they have the DIOR monogram motif slapped all over them. What heaps of people were speculating is that we were going to get that slapped all over the Air Jordan 1. Now, when I saw those mock-ups, I was like really hoping that it was not going to turn out like that. I personally think that's kind of a lazy collaboration, not really putting too much thought or, thinking into the actual design of it. A lot of people were speculating that because the recent Adidas Prada collaboration was exactly that. It felt very uninspired, very lazy. Prada just slapped their name on the Adidas superstar and was like, that's a collab. And we're all kind of like, really, man? Like, come on, Prada, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? So, hopes were pretty set pretty low when I saw the Prada and Adidas collaboration, and then I heard the DIOR Jordan collaboration was coming. I'm like, oh no. If Prada and Adidas didn't impress me, I'm not looking forward to what DIOR and Jordan can do. I didn't have very high hopes. But after what Kim Jones, the artistic director of the men's section of DIOR, released this morning, which is a video of what the collaboration is, I was actually kind of blown away by it. I was like, you know what? You've actually beaten my expectations here. I was very surprised by this. I was like, wow, okay. So if you haven't seen the video, it was posted on Kim Jones's Instagram. I will obviously showcase it to you on the video as well. But it essentially does a 360 of the actual Jordan 1 that we are getting. And it looks like it is a pair of highs. So I am super happy with that. But there are a couple small details, of course, that have been changed. It is more than just an Air Jordan 1 with DIOR slapping its motif on it there. It has actually got some little design changes which I think are very nice and very subtle, which we have to appreciate and go into detail about. So, let's dive into the big detail that we can obviously straight away from the video. The swoosh is covered in the DIOR monogram motif instantly. You can see that. But it still looks like it's got a very meshy kind of texture and material on it. It isn't leather. They haven't simply just placed the DIOR logo over it like Kith did with their apparently upcoming Air Force Ones. Kith on their apparent Air Force One collaboration that's coming up maybe soon. We don't have any details to do with that. Kith essentially just put their brand bricked over the top of an Air Force One swoosh. DIOR hasn't done that. They have actually replaced the Air Jordan 1 swoosh with a different material and put the motif over the cross of that, and you can actually see through the swoosh and see the side panel there through it. I think that's a really nice touch. It also makes me very afraid to think that you might actually be able to tear that, and oh geez, for 2,000 American dollars, I would not want to tear that swoosh off or damage that swoosh in any way. So choosing not to have leather, that is a very risky move by DIOR, but I don't think it's a bad one. I think it's very, very nice. Now, to dive further into the details, I've got my trusty Air Jordan 1s here to comment on and showcase the different details with you. So, they have changed the wings logo here. Thank God they have not added a Jumpman on the back. They've kept it OG, so thank you, Kim Jones. Thank you for not making this shoe not OG. It is an OG Jordan 1, which is a crazy concept. So they've changed the wings logo. Instead of it saying Air Jordan there, it says Air DIOR. I love that. I love that. I think that's a nice little subtle change, which I think is very much needed. Now, if we go further to the back of the shoe, as you may notice on the Jordan 1 here, this heel cuff connects to the swoosh. It doesn't overlap it. It connects to the swoosh. On the DIOR pair, however, the heel cuff here overtakes a bit of the swoosh. And that's what made me second guess. I was like, oh crap, are these mids? Are these a different cut? It just looks like they've extended this heel part here up over the swoosh just a little bit. It's taken a little bit of the swoosh there. I personally don't mind that too much. I like that they've made that subtle change to the Air Jordan 1 there. I think that's very nice. Then as well, we should go over what's going on with the tongue. So the normal Air Jordan 1 tongue just says Nike Air on it. It's normally just a, I would say, nylon material here with some mesh on the middle. I'm using a very bad example here because these are the 2014, I think they're 14. I think they're 14. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, 2014 black and white retros. These had horrible materials used on them back in 2014. Modern day Jordan 1 retros are way better, but it's usually like a nylon material here and then like a meshy material on the inside. What DIOR has done, and this is very, very subtle, you can barely notice this unless you like zoom in on very high quality images, and I will provide links down below if you want to do exactly that, if you want to zoom in on the images and have a look yourself. But DIOR, instead of keeping it just this nylon material, they have printed the DIOR motif on, they've embossed it. Basically, they've embossed the DIOR motif all the way down the tongue, but it's so subtle. You have to like zoom all the way in on these images to see it, but it's basically DIOR all over the tongue there. Then at the top in the DIOR font, they've put DIOR Air, keeping the Air in the traditional Air Jordan, in the traditional Nike Air font. I think that's a very nice change. I like it that they changed it to DIOR Air. It makes it sound like it's like very luxurious and that DIOR has designed their own air unit and stuff like that. It's very cool. I like it. It's a very nice design choice. Now, they're the changes that DIOR has made to the branding, but what I like about it is that all the branding that Nike has put on the Air Jordan 1 has then been not replaced with DIOR branding, but DIOR has incorporated its branding with Nike's branding and Jordan's branding together. And I think that's a really good move by DIOR and by Air Jordan. I think it is a very nice move and it complements the sneaker and it really showcases that this is a Air Jordan collaboration and a DIOR collaboration. The choice of color is very nice as well. I should comment on the colorway itself. It's a very neutral gray with white, which makes me sit here and think, come on Jordan brand, can we get a retro, an OG high retro of the neutral grays from 1980, I think 6 or 5, it's hard to always tell when it actually released. But basically those OG neutral grays, can we please get a retro of them, Jordan brand? Pretty please. This DIOR collaboration just makes me want them even more. Yeah, okay, so to sum it up, the design choices on the upper, very nice. I like it a lot. They haven't changed the midsole at all. The midsole is just your traditional white Jordan midsole. Nothing too fancy there, but we do also have to comment on the outsole. So normal Jordan 1 outsole, but it is done in a icy outsole. Why have they chosen an icy outsole? Well, under the icy outsole, there is both DIOR and Jordan branding on each shoe. So it's got DIOR branding here, and then on the other one, on the, I think it's the, let me just check real quick. Yeah, the right shoe has DIOR branding on it. The left one has Air Jordan branding on it. Or in this case, Air DIOR branding on it. I love saying that, Air DIOR. It sounds so weird. They're really cool choices as well. I have noticed, I don't know the full details about this because I'm struggling to find a lot of images about it, but it does look like these eyelets down the bottom here, this particular part here extends a little bit down over the toe box. I've seen that from watching the video that Kim Jones uploaded to his Instagram like 100 times, and I've noticed it has extended a little bit down here. I've also noticed that the eyelets up here kind of seem like they peel off, or like they've peeled back a little bit. Very much like the A Star Was Born and the Off-White collaboration, how the eyelets come back. I don't think they come back this far. I think they only come back to about there. I think that's as far as they go. But just looking at this image that showcases the DIOR Air logo here and the tongue, it kind of looks like these flaps come back a little bit. I don't know the full details. Again, this only got showcased to us like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, so it's hard to get like really good photos and really good videos of it because we've only just seen it being uploaded to Kim Jones's Instagram. And I think there is a DIOR fashion show on right now. I think they are doing a runway, so we will probably see like 30 minutes of this Air Jordan 1 being showcased on a bunch of models. But again, they're not close-up videos or images or anything like that, so it's not really helping it out in this case. So it looks like Kim Jones has done subtle changes to the eyelets. It looks like it's double layered, so there's this and then another layer on top of it. Again, I'm speculating. It's hard for me to confirm that because I can't find a lot of images of the eyelets, of the close-up of the eyelets, so I don't really know, but I can confirm for you that all the Jordan and Nike branding on the upper has DIOR incorporated into it in some way. And my favorite part about this sneaker is probably the very subtle DIOR branding on the tongue. I think that is a very, very cool design choice, and I didn't even notice it until I got a photo of the tongue and I zoomed in. That is a crazy design choice, and because it's so subtle, I have to admire that. I like it that it's not really bold and in your face, and it's more of a subtle addition, but it's an addition that even though you can't see it very well, and if they removed it, most people wouldn't even notice, I like that it's there, even though that most people will probably skip over it and won't even recognize it when they see it on foot. Personally, I think they've done a really good job, and they've really like gone beyond my expectations for a DIOR and Jordan brand. Because after the Prada Adidas collaboration, my expectations for high-end fashion brands collaborating with sportswear brands like Jordan and Nike, they were kind of set pretty low. I'm sorry, it really killed the mood seeing the Adidas Prada collaboration, but I really do think that this Kim Jones DIOR collaboration is a lot better. It's a step in a direction that I'd much rather see. And honestly, I think the whole idea of changing all the branding up and incorporating DIOR branding into it perfectly showcases that this is a DIOR and Jordan collaboration. I would love to pick up one of these pairs. The only issue is that there's only going to be 1,000 of them made apparently, and it's 2,000 American dollars retail. That's like half of my very rare Jordan 1s put together as a retail price. So I don't think I'm getting a pair of these unless Kim Jones is like, you know what, Daniel, thank you for your YouTube video, here's a pair in size 16. I mean, that would make my year. Okay, but that's very unrealistic. But yeah, I personally think this is a really, really cool collaboration. The speculations was that we were getting it in 2020. I don't know if it's going to be pushed forward now that we've got videos of it being uploaded by Kim Jones on his Instagram, but I still feel like it's getting showcased today and then it's going to get a release maybe early January, but I honestly don't know. If any release details come about it, I'll obviously make another video about it on the channel, but I thought I would just do a video about it, just showcasing it's here, like we get to see it. Oh my god, it's been released, you know, like it's really cool. I personally think it's really cool. A lot of people are not feeling it though. I want to know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below though, guys. I have done a poll on Instagram, so if you're watching this video within the first 24 hours of being up, you can go vote on the poll if you like it or you hate it. Let me know how you feel on my story. It's up there now, but yeah, let me know how you feel about this DIOR Air Jordan collaboration in the comment section below. Yes, and that is it, guys. So I thought I'd just do a video about it. Of course, it's Air Jordan, it's DIOR. We had to talk about it on the channel. This is going to be incorporated in streetwear so much. So many people are going to be frothing these if there is only 1,000 of them being released. Like, come on, that's nothing. There's like, I think there's 8 billion people on this planet now, or it's very close. And there's only 1,000 of these being made. The demand for these are going to be way higher than the actual supply. So the resale price is going to be insane on these, but I can't see people buying these to flip these because there's only going to be 1,000 of them, and the retail price makes flipping them a very risky business. So I can't imagine people would buy into these whenever these release with the idea of reselling them. But I could be wrong. There could be some very high-end resellers here, so who knows. But I think it is a very cool collaboration. I'm obviously a little bit disappointed that I'll never be able to get a pair ever, but I can respect it and love the design without having to get it. And that's basically a lot of what this channel is, because a lot of the stuff that releases never releases in my size, and when it does, it always sells out and then resells for like 4 times the retail, and I just can't pay that. So Yeah, oh well, that's okay. I can appreciate it. I think it's very nice. I actually do like this collaboration, but as I said, let me know how you feel in that comment section below. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video everywhere, share it on Twitter, share it to Kim Jones on on Twitter, you know, do it all. I just like to say thank you so much to everyone that is watching today. I loved making this video. It was a lot of fun. I really like this collaboration. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to stay tuned for the future sneaker videos, the future streetwear videos. And until the next streetwear video, guys, until the next sneaker video, I'll catch you later.